In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we at Calgary Pride wish to honor and acknowledge Mohkinstsis and the traditional Treaty 7 territory and oral practices of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika, Kainai, Piikani, and Yarhe Nakota and Tsuut'ina First Nations. We acknowledge that the territory we inhabit is home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3, within the historical Northwest Métis homeland.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, Calgary. Welcome back to Pridecast. I'm your host, Damase Elis, and I use the pronouns she, her. I'm here to give you a quick recap of our community's hottest upcoming events and resources. July is officially coming to a close, but with a new month comes a new lineup of celebrations and events for us to look forward to and participate in while maintaining physical distancing and, of course, wearing your mask in public spaces. All while we work our way up until Calgary Pride Week, presented by ATB.
Hi, my name is Ange Pei, and I'm a product manager here at ATB Financial. As a member of the LGBTQ2IA+ community, I want to stress the importance of allyship, but allyship that comes with action. We need our allies when there are laws and regulations that actually affect our rights and freedoms. That's when we need you to step up. When you see injustices happening wherever you are, you need to be the one to speak up, even if we're not there. But last but not least, I know the hardest part is when those injustices are being perpetrated by your own friends and families. It is the hardest thing to do, but you need to be the one to be up and step up for us.
Let's take a look at some of the events and resources coming up. As part of the Calgary Pride Learning Series, Edmonton Two-Spirit Society presents Slay with Confidence with support from Calgary Pride and Intact. Join Two-Spirit ally and mother of colorful children, Kristen Cookie Monroe, for online makeup tutorials for Two-Spirit queer folks and their allies. This webinar series is a 10-part confidence booster. This workshop recognizes the struggle and effects of having low self-esteem and how it may negatively impact your everyday life. During this series, folks will learn to accept and celebrate their own physical appearance and develop confidence in oneself by understanding that makeup is truly an artistic outlet that also doubles as a form of self-love and personal care. Also coming up as a part of the learning series is Indigenize Pride online beading sessions. This will consist of 12 online beading sessions throughout the month of August, with 3 90-minute sessions per week. Pre-selected beading kits will be provided to participants in both the Greater Edmonton area and Calgary based on their personal preference. Patterns will include both elemental themes and pride flag themes. As we work towards indigenizing queer spaces through online platforms, we welcome allies, both Indigenous and non-Indigenous alike. They will follow up with proper etiquette and protocol guidelines for our non-Indigenous relatives who wish to participate. Tickets are available on ShowPass, and you can find the details for both events by checking out the Edmonton Two-Spirit Society or Calgary Pride on Facebook. The Women's Centre of Calgary is hosting a feminist walk on Saturday, August 15th at 1 p.m. Join them on a physically distanced walk outside to learn about the Women's Centre's surrounding community through a gender-positive lens. All ages and genders are welcome. The walk will happen rain or shine, starting at the Women's Centre and ending at Murdoch Park in Bridgeland. If you have any questions or would like to register for the event, please send an email to rsvp@womenscentercalgary.org. Get ready to be dazzled, enchanted, wowed, and whisked away by an evening of spectacular drag performances. Kindred Cochrane Pride is thrilled to bring some fabulous performers to Cochrane on August 22nd as a part of their Pride Week lineup. This 18+ event will be held at The Stump, and tickets are limited because of COVID restrictions, so be sure to book your spot ASAP. The Stump is a full-service bar and restaurant and will be ready to make this a fun and comfortable evening. Check out the silent auction items, catch up with old and new friends as you await the show. Don't forget to tip your servers and performers. Check out Kindred Cochrane Pride on Facebook for all the event details. And finally, we'd love to share an important community resource with you. The Alex Youth Health Center has been supporting the gender and sexually diverse community for several years. To cover some of the many services they offer to help queer youth in our community, here is a video from the Alex Youth Health Center.
for youth within the LGBTQ2S+ community to come, hang out, be themselves, and kind of just take a break from everyday life and just be in a safe space.
I hope for our kiddos that they have a sense of dignity, that they have a sense of respect, that they feel heard, that they know that they're coming to a safe place. And I hope when they leave that they feel like they have been treated that way, that we, support every walk of life, every gender identity, just who they are as people. Like, we're about hearts, not parts. And we just want them to know that they're loved and that they're safe when they come here. I think we're a one-stop shop in a lot of different ways. And I think that us being attached to the medical clinic as well, like we have medical and we have social, which I think is a very unique aspect to the services that we provide. So, if we do have a kiddo, like a trans kiddo that's seeing like Dr. Jane or Dr. Shannon, that if they have questions about like name changes, birth certificates, and so we can walk them through that process. So it's not like they have to go to all these different places. They don't have to continue retelling their story. And so those little pieces of being able to provide like, hey, like I will go with you and we'll go down and we're gonna go get your fingerprints done and we can start that process.
I think the Alex, especially the youth clinic, we do a really good job of helping youth feel like it's not scary to access healthcare, which is a big deal, especially for a lot of our youth that are marginalized, either because of race, because of gender, because of poverty, complex other issues. Just not feeling intimidated by going to the doctor, not feeling like it's going to be a place where they get judged. We really are aware that that's a risk, or that that's something that our youth potentially are worried about when they come access medical care, and that they want to get medical care that feels safe, that's what they need, that they're in charge of. And so that's I think that's the principle that guides all the work we do at the youth clinic. I think that really generalizes to our trans youth and our LGBT youth, just because a lot of the times the ways that they have experienced not being in control of their health has been around not being able to self-determine gender, not being taken seriously about chosen name pronouns, not being believed about their gender. And so having a space where they're allowed to do that and they can get their medical needs met or their social needs met is, I think, really, I don't think it should be special, but I think it's not common. And I think that that's something that's really valuable about what we do at the youth clinic.
First started, our numbers were low to moderate, and I would say in the last 2 years we've seen a significant growth in our services, and I would say it's word of mouth. It's that the young people, when they walk through the doors of the YHC, they're respected and they're cared for, and that gets out. And I think we've been able to create an environment that is welcoming for young people. And I think just having a place where you can come in and be who you are, come as you are, be respected, be loved, and be able to tell your story in an honest and meaningful way. And I think just because of that, people are drawn to the services that we provide. And I think that is a reflection of the numbers that we're seeing.
For more information about the Alex, you can check out their website at thealex.ca. Thanks everyone for tuning into this week's Pridecast. We'd like to give a shout out to Modern Rentals. Calgary Pride has been working with Modern Rentals in preparation for some of the fabulous events you can tune into during Calgary Pride Week. Your host next week will be the amazing Mavis Von Treese. You can tune in to Pridecast every Friday at 4 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Have a wonderful weekend, Calgary. Take care and stay safe.